Kicking off the program like we always do with the S&D 500. All right, let's go to the charts. S, who you got?
Yeah, I think for me, the guys who are coming back, Cat Barber is one of them. They got their rings this week. Scarborough's going to be riling up. I mean, I think the fact that he had 18 points in a win over Brampton, then had 14 and 6 in a win over Montreal, easy competition to say the least. But at the same time, he became the second player, I believe, to score 1,000 points in the CEBL. Yeah. Very, very cool to do so. Cat is going to elevate this team to another level, in my opinion. So now, they're gonna start rising up those rankings for sure.
And I think what we noticed in those first couple of games is he doesn't have to do everything like he has done in the past, right? Like, no disrespect to the other teams he's been on, but this seems like one of the deeper teams that he's played on.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And like the talent level that they have around him makes his job a lot easier when it comes to making plays for them too. So yeah, the scoring load isn't there, but also the creation will be able to be shown off fully. Who's another return?
I was going to say, we're talking about returning players. Got to bring up another former MVP, Khalil Ahmad. I say another. Cat, unfortunately, he doesn't have one, but he does have finals MVP.
Defensive player of the year, clutch player of the year. He got that this week.
But you covered both games, and what a way to come back. Hits the game winner. And the school day game, how loud was that? But these last two games, averaging 14 points, 4 rebounds per game. I have him as a riser because those numbers are low now, but we know those numbers are only going to go higher.
I think they're still warming him up too. He came off the bench in that second game. He's still trying to figure it out. I know him and Amari Moore, that'll be an interesting connection too. Niagara in general is looking really, really good. I'm starting to get more confident in them. You'll see in the power rankings.
All right, and then who do you got next?
This is for the Surge. Shout out to them. They're they've won 3 in a row. They're 2-0 this week. Mateo Kamba. Or Mateo.
Guy wins one spelling bee.
I'm trying to do the right French pronunciation. Matthew. No?
All right.
Okay. Whatever.
Keep it rolling, buddy.
Okay. He had 27 points, 7 rebounds, 5 threes versus Sask in a win. 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 threes versus Edmonton in a win. Calgary has needed that extra scoring punch next to Ruggsy, and I think he's filled that in, plus the shooting he's been able to do. So, yeah, shout out to Comba, man.
Yeah, and for me, we're going to fulfill that fan that you spoke to, her wishes. I'm going to shout out another Riverline who I think you could talk about on a week-to-week basis. He's done a great job being the most consistent part of the Riverline's team, and that's Aaron Rye, right? 13.1 points per game, 52.5 field goal percentage, so he's doing it efficiently, 6.6 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 16 in his last game, and then 2 games ago, he had 24 and 16, right? He does what Coach Razzo needs from him, right? And we've had games where he's had, I think, like double-digit assists, double-digit rebounds. Sometimes he doesn't score, but he's done all the other things that the Riverlines need in order to win. So
he's a bigger body than you would expect, too. Like, he has the size to be able to get inside, finish around the rim, and you don't expect that when you watch him, once you see him in person, then you'll be able to see
it. Most definitely.
Do
you have someone circle that, looking for them to pick it up maybe in the next couple of weeks?
Not necessarily pick it up, but I do want to shout out Justin Wright Foreman just because he has been absolutely balling. Obviously, there were a lot of questions about Winnipeg post the whole Teddy Allen situation, and then he goes in, he drops 32, 5 and 4, plus the game winner versus Vancouver, then 30 points and 6 assists versus Sask. He is taking over, and he's done that before, right? But I want to shout him out because he's finally doing that with Winnipeg, and now there's a new guy.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, for Winnipeg, I think some of them thought maybe they'd have to hit the panic button if they'd never seen Justin Wright Foreman. Now they know they've got another
They've got an MVP guy.
Absolutely. Been a lot of fun watching Winnipeg games, and looking forward to next week. We're halfway mark of the season now.
Yeah.